Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the 212A. It's the Tier 9 American Soviet SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Redshire. This one is under the command of Oksydor of OLIMP, and you can see that by the two Polish flags, one either side of the vehicle.
Let's go.
There's also 3 marks of excellence on the barrels. Of course, yes, Oksydor is an expert at this, and he's also my clan commander because, yes, I'm with the OLIMP clan, and so are a lot of members of What Arty Noobs. Now, it's a 203mm howitzer. It's capable of doing 900 alpha, 52mm of pen, and 10.4 meters on the burst radius with 12.5 to 28 seconds of stun. And he's moving up to the cops. I think he's going to stay here. Yep. It's a good chance to fire either side of the centre line. And in fact, he's found a target straight away, and it's a T-30. Rounds out. Lands just short. Remember, we've been reporting a lot of shells falling short on targets just recently. And some falling very long as well, going well over the aim point. I think that T-30 wanted to knock down a few trees to give himself some cover. And now we've seen the Jaeger, but he's gone back into cover. Searching around for a target. The only ones really we can see at the moment are over by the Zeppelin, and there's a can opener and the Rhino Sorrente. This is a tier 10 game with tier 9 tanks in it. And of course there's the double barrel British tanks. Oh, that's a fire! Oh, he set that one alight. Okay, nice burn there for 512 hit points, which is more than he actually ended up when he got the direct hit. Now, we haven't featured Oksydor in a while, but of course most nights he is streaming live on Twitch TV, and you can catch him there. In fact, he's actually online at this very moment playing the Fifi La Pew Pew, the 105 Left H18V2. There's some big hits going in on those tanks. The Rhino Sorrente just took a wallop from one of our teammates. And that's good, because if we can stun these guys, then we're more than likely going to get some stun assist. Now, if we can fire that one in on the TNH, I think the Rhino Sorrente is just behind him. We fire in on that spot. And yes, we got a direct hit. The TNH didn't take any stun damage, but I think that may be down to the fact that he was using non-stun HE. Okay, here we go. He's lining the shot up, rounds out. Oh, direct hit on the front of the TNH. He's loading non-stun HE again because, of course, he tracked that one. Non-stun HE will do more damage than the stun variety, but of course you miss out on any of the assistance damage because, of course, you're not stunning the enemy and allowing your teammates to get some damage on them. Can opener, the double-barreled British tank that's just come out recently. And that's another direct hit. 359 though. So it is possible to cope by not getting any assistance damage, so long as you get the maximum amount of actual damage from these non-stun HE rounds. Rounds out. Another direct hit makes the can opener a one-shot. You can see somebody's already tried to hit him by going for the mantlet, which I think is a bit of a mistake. You're not supposed to go for the mantlet, but there is a cupola on the top of a can opener. You can see it here. Quite a big, pronounced cupola. And in fact, actually, I think some of them actually have been trying to hit that thing, and they just didn't get it. But I think we're about to get a kill shot. Well, no. And it said armor not hit. And that, it really is something that repeats what I've been saying recently about you're getting very unusual statements such as screen not penetrated or armor not hit. These are direct hits by HE rounds. They would devastate these tanks if they got a direct hit. Even a round landing near an enemy tank would severely damage the crew because, of course, they would suffer the shock, and the shockwave would be enough to put them out of the game completely. Another direct hit right on the money, 550 this time. He's already over 3,000 hit points of damage. The runner Sorrente had the good fortune to pull back. If he hadn't pulled back, he'd probably be in as bad a state as the TNH at the moment. You can see that the enemy backup has suddenly arrived, and that one fell short. The enemy backup is the Jaegeru, a Batchat, and a Waffenträger, and a T-30 for that matter. They've lost the TNH T-Viz-51, taken out by our FB-215B, the British heavy tank. The good news is that most of the enemy tanks that were in the castle grounds have now been evacuated and, well, they've been killed actually. Okay, that T-30 is stopping to take a shot. Rounds out. Direct hit again. 449. He seems to be maximizing the amount of damage that he's using with the non-stun HE in this one. Of course, he hasn't got a kill yet in this game, which means every tank he touched counts towards a Confederate if he gets it. Now, we can't see where the enemy tank is, but we think the Batchat 25 ton is directly behind that rock. In fact, there he is. Rounds out straight away. We spot him, and we picked up a hit. We're changing position, and I think he's actually going to go up the west side of the map. Of course, he can move about whilst he's loading. Normally, for real, the crew would actually be working really hard, and they wouldn't have the time to do that on the move. Although, presumably, in the right circumstances, they would. The enemy Arty's just been... Is that the Arty? No, the enemy Arty has just been killed, actually. The FB3805. And now we're looking at a Leopard 1 in the woods, in the copse. And he takes a direct hit, a penetrating shot for 1,198. Now, the non-stun variety is 1,200 alpha. And so that actually counts as a low roll, not a high roll.
Moving to support you.
The Striv is now one shot as well. The Charfuture 4 is being shot at by the DZT. We're almost lined up for a shot at him as well. He stops behind the rock and rounds out. And that's a kill. So he's got his first kill in the game. There's only 3 enemies left. They're all over on the east side of the map. Of course, Oksydor knows the advantage of actually getting closer to the enemy. It means there's a shorter time between shooting and hitting the target. And of course, that means there's less chance for the enemy to do anything to avoid being hit by the shell. There's only the T-30 and the Batchat 25 ton left. The Batchat doesn't have much in the way of health. The T-30 does have a fair bit of health. He's gone into the woods. So our Object 268 is going to go in there and dig him out. The Batchat, he's just been spotted. Unfortunately, he just got unloaded on by the... our FB215B got unloaded. And he's out the game. So the Batchat did get a constellation kill. There's the T-30. Rounds out. This should hit him. It does. And a good hit for 510. Meaning he's over 5,500 hit points of damage so far. And there's still 2 enemy out there. But the T-30 gets wiped out. That only leaves the Batchat 25 ton now. Now he's going to stay in the lee of this hill because he doesn't want to suddenly receive any hits from that Batchat. But we're perfectly lined up and we're loaded, but it's too late. And that's the end of the game. Here's the end of battle results, and that was an ace tanker game for Oksydor of OLIMP in the 212A. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this one, he managed to get 18. He got a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle, the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And he did get a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken apart by other teammates. And the win rate from that one, 6,719, which of course is Super Unicum and quite a bit more. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, there you go. Highest damage in the game, 6,461 in the end. Yes, well above 5,500, but of course he did fire in a few shells which were blind, or at least he fired them in and must have done, well, whilst those tanks were queuing up to get towards the Zeppelin, he was hitting them there. In fact, yes, they were blind shots. The second highest damage was the Minotauro on our team with 4,529. The third highest damage turned out to be the Sharp Future 4 that he killed towards the end of the game. That guy got 4,242 hit points of damage. So he was a good player. He just got caught out at the wrong moment. When it came to kills, we can see top scorer was the Object 268. I suppose that's why he went in to try and kill that T-30. 5 kills to him. 3 kills went to the Batchat 25T on the enemy team, and 2 kills went to the Minotauro, the Strip 103B, the FB215B on our team, and on the enemy team, the Sharp Future 4 and the T30. We can see Oksydor, only the 1 kill, but it was the Sharp Future 4. When it came to base XP, he's right at the top again. So top in 2 columns and joint third, was it joint? No, it's joint third would be the, yes, it is joint third. It's only, no, it's joint fourth on the on the kills. 1,199 base experience points went to Oksydor, 1,122 went to the 268, and 1,111 went to the Minotauro. Everyone else was under 1,000. So 3 players, really good players in this game, came up with really good scores. He fired only 15 rounds, but some of those rounds were right on target. 11 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot, and 13 splash. I'm pretty certain that penetrating shot was the Sharp Future 4. No, it wasn't. Surprisingly, that wasn't. But how about the Leopard? Yes, it was the Leopard. I forgot. The Leopard did get a penetrator, but a low roll, only 1,198. It left him still alive, but somebody else picked him up just shortly afterwards. Going back to the detail again, he got 13 splashes as well. 6,461, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 1, so there's the Confederate. 381 hit points of stun assist of the damage that he did. Well, that's damage assist, sorry, not stun assist. He got absolutely no stun assists because, of course, he wasn't using those shells, but he did cause 1 stun. So somebody actually, I think it was near the start of the game, he fired a stun shell and did stun someone, but just didn't get anything out of it. He got 20,833 credits profit from the game, and he also took away 7,195 experience points as well. So another good game by Oksydor, 3 medals and an ace tanker. I'm sure that Angelina 75 or Talon 1958 would love to have a score like that. But I'm there in Olymp as well, so it won't be long before they do start getting this sort of results. Hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.